This is the ES4 Renko on 2/3/2012. Well, I got up extra early this morning with the idea that the early bird gets the worm. However, looking in retrospect, it looks like this would have been a really good trade here starting around 5:30 this morning West Coast time. However, this whole movement here took about 2 or 3 seconds, and it was I think around 8 points, and it must have been some high frequency trading or something like that happened here, because I've never seen FOR Renko move up that fast on the ES before. And so obviously it was impossible to get in that trade, so I stayed watching the equity till 7 o'clock here when I got in the trade, when the swing cycle VB, when the swing cycle moved above the variable band right here, and this squeeze also was ending here. And now if you look along here, you can see the DMI differential was well above its zero line all the way in through here. So I imagine I could have gone long somewhere in through here, but I wasn't comfortable doing that with the swing cycle crossing below the variable band here, moving all the way down here. And finally, when it crossed above the variable band, I decided to go long here, because when it crosses below the variable band, generally speaking, that's a relatively overbought condition here. Even though it was moving up and then flattened out here for a while and then moved up again, the swing cycle VB worked off a lot of this overbought condition in here, and then signaled oversold right in here. So that's where I went long. Again, generally what you want to do is try to follow in the same direction as the swing cycle VB when it's above or when it's below the variable band. So in any event, I went long at 7 o'clock here. And incidentally, before I forget, I wanted to mention I decided I had enough time this morning to try out a new indicator I just developed, and it's called the RWO, or Random Walk Oscillator. I've never been really happy with the R square indicator. I think it lags too much, and so this indicator essentially does away with the R square and the linear regression slope, although it incorporates the linear regression slope in the zero line here, in that the dots are green when the linear regression slope is above 0, and then they turn red when it moves below 0. So the linear regression slope was above 0 all the way in through here. And you can see this new indicator shows that it's continuing on an up move. However, this is 10 o'clock here, or 10:30 rather, when I got out of this trade, and it was a 4-point trade. And I got out of it because the longer I'm in a trade, the more uncomfortable I become, because you never know if something like this is going to happen, only in the opposite direction from what your trade is. So also because the squeeze started right in through here, this was a 4-point trade right at this point, so I decided to get out and take my 4 points and start my weekend at this point. So that was the 4-point trade of the day, and it took forever for it to complete. And so I hope you all have a great Super Bowl weekend, and I guess we'll do this all again on Monday.